and electoral legitimacy have arisen. Now, these two different stories, but still pointing out to the same. Voter registers, what MPs are doing or not doing across borders, and people getting IDs where they should not, because the same IDs are key in voter registration. And then this directive by the Speaker to members of Parliament to be the ones to go collect new IDs and distribute them at the constituency level. Clearly, 15 months to the elections, these are not the kind of conversations we should be having. Ikua.
Yes. Actually, I need to caution ourselves on the conduct that we are finding ourselves every day doing. We need to be aware that when clearly it's showing as if we are trying to do things that erodes the public trust as far as the coming election is concerned, it is obviously now going to, anemonize everything around people's and expectations thereof. If you look at the issues of the ID, first and foremost, there are two things. The uncorrected IDs that the Speaker Wetang'ula was talking about that needs to be taken to the people. The question is, because there are so many people watching us from home, why haven't you not corrected your ID? And why do you need your MP to come and bring it to you at home? What is your responsibility as a Kenyan or as a citizen in terms of ensuring that we have good governance and you have good government in place? Why would you want us to complain every day and you are not correcting your ID? That means you are not even registered as a voter, because without your ID you are not going to vote. So let's call out Kenyans to correct the IDs themselves. Otherwise, why would we be having thousands and thousands of IDs and we are still complaining because registration of new IDs is not happening? Because that's another problem we are having. Registration of the new IDs is becoming a very big process. I've received a lot of calls from people. They are sending their kids to go and register, and the kids are being turned away for 2, 3, 4 days. I mean, let me tell you, Fred, what happens is that the economy has, imefinya watu sana to an extent that when you are told to go to, correct your ID to register your ID for 3, 4, 5 times, most people cannot afford to go to those particular registration center 3 or 4 or 5 times. So that's where the problem is coming. So whenever you hear people complain, it's because of the economic status where someone is not served the first day they appear, and then they are told to come back tomorrow. Then they come back again, and they are spending some transport money and things like that, something that is not readily available. But let's come to the IBC. We are looking at these things. It's very suspicious on how the government is conducting itself on this matter, and especially the IBC. And the IBC needs to know, you may be employed by someone, but the responsibility you have is not on that particular person. You have a responsibility of a country. It doesn't matter who nominated you to the position. The responsibility changed the day you took an oath on that particular independent office. And I'm saying that because I don't understand what happened, because there was some sort of clarification that happened. But even those who were registered before, when you went to check your status 2 weeks later, some of the details within your response were appearing and what they were calling not applicable. They were coming as NA. So your polling station is no longer there. But they came back and said the reason as to why that is happening. I was in a meeting with a commissioner, one of the commissioners from the IBC, and they said the reason as to why that is happening is because now the register is being updated. That is why this is happening. Once they are done with the registration of with the updating of the register, everything is going to come back to normal. That's why you are finding yourselves doing whatever. But I understand. Why was I in Nyandarua yesterday and today I am in West Pokot? What is the system giving me? Or what is the system showing me? Who is this trying to interfere? Because if someone appears on 8th of August to vote on their polling station that they are duly registered, and they find that they are registered in West Pokot, are they required to go to West Pokot? Those things are going to actually bring a lot of issues and a lot of chaos. If IBC allows itself to get into that particular position, there will be chaos on the election day.
Okay.
And there is a possibility of even elections actually, and I think that could be the intention. Why would I not assume that is the intention of government, to bring that kind of confusion, and then all of a sudden we cannot be able to have a verifiable register of voter register? So what's going to happen?
It should be noted that the mass voter registration exercise comes to an end in the next 5 days.
Yes.
IDs are very important. According to records, about 500,000 IDs remain uncollected. By those numbers, and looking at constituencies, those are numbers that could tilt the vote one way or another. Yeah. Some constituencies have about 30,000 voters. Now, by the speaker saying that MPs should be peeking these ID cards, that's giving an MP who's probably running for re-election an advantage, don't you think? We've heard what accusations the opposition are making against some members already, that they're registering people even across the border.
Of course, it gives them a hedge over any other competitor, one, and it is even wrong, even for